What's going on, YouTube? You're back with Shades, and we're going to continue our Let's Play of Katawa Shoujo Hanako's Route. Last time we left off, we were just chilling in the sports field, just watching people play soccer, and one of our classmates, Miki, came up to us and decided to just chat us up a little bit, and now we're walking back to class. And I was talking about how much I heard that Miki had a route, or at least more dialogue, in the early beta builds of this game, but was quickly cut to focus more content, focus more on the primary paths of the game. And apparently Miki was originally meant to be one, but she was cut for whatever reason. And why I have to say that, like, I get the idea of like having to focus on the 5 main paths we have now, especially since those 5 girls were like in pairs that were easily accessible via the game, meaning that like Misha, it was easy because Misha and Shizuna would have come up to you, and you came upon Lilia by accident, and you found Hanako in the library, and like Emi bumped into you. Like, it was easy. Like I can honestly see why, like, because it was hard to like figure out a way for Miki to like subtly like dig herself in there. But like, I'm pretty sure you could have found a way if you really tried hard enough. But like, since she doesn't really talk to the other girls that you know, it's very easy for them to for her to like be like cut out simply because like she didn't fit into the main story. But like, I would have preferred if they kept her in, because like I really like her and her design. Like her appearance is actually very attractive, and her personality, right as of right now, I actually enjoy. But anyway, it sounds like you're settling in well. That's a relief. It was pretty surprising to get a transfer student at this point of the year, considering that exams are coming up. Don't remind me. Don't worry about them, just cram it and you'll be fine. That doesn't sound like good advice. She claps my shoulder a couple times as she grins. I don't think she takes school very seriously. Yo, girl, I like this girl already. Also, she has perky boobs. Just like, boop, boop. She has nice boobies. It's been so long since I've actually said the word boobies. I think I more often say breasts at this point in my life. Or just boobs. I rarely say like boobies. It feels like such a sophomoric word. I'm looking for Hanako's walkthrough because I closed it up because I went to eat lunch. Okay, here we are. You seem like a smart guy, and Muto's taking to you well already. You're like a hand in a glove. Now to work out whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I still don't know what makes. I still don't know what to make of this school. I've been here a few weeks already, but I still feel dazed at times. You'll get used to it. Just give it some time. It's only a high school just like any other. She makes it sound so simple, but I've never thought about it that way. To me, Yamaku symbolized a marked shift in my life. I was no longer normal. I was different, and was to be educated in other different people. And yet I was walking back to class and talking casually with a classmate during lunch after watching some others play soccer game. All perfectly normal. Maybe she has a point. Because these people are perfectly normal. They just have handicaps. That's it. She has no hand. Lily can't see. Hanako has burns. Emi has no legs. Rin has no arms. And Shizune can't hear. Like that's all it is. Like I get the culture shock, especially for a person that has like few to no handicaps necessary. Like, I can't see without my glasses. But like I'm nowhere. It's not like I'm in Lily's situation or even Kenji's situation, who is like legally blind. I am not legally blind. I can see perfectly well, especially with my glasses on. But like, I get the culture shock. I have encountered deaf people in the wild, like they're animals or some shit. But yes, I've gone to a couple deaf events. I've encountered deaf people, and like at some point, like at first it's jarring. Yeah, yeah, it's jarring, but like after my first time encountering them, and it was easy the second time, especially since I can read sign language easier than I can sign myself. It wasn't hard for me to like slowly understand overcome the culture barrier. It wasn't hard. But it's the thing is, like, us, the people with no physical detriments, without like physical handicaps, like the normal people, as people like to put it, should put more effort into understanding people with handicaps. Like, it's something that bothers me when people like immediately write them off as it's a hassle. Like, no, it's not a hassle. They're a human fucking being with a problem that they've already overcome. Now it's your turn. Like, they've met you halfway. They can only go so far. You have to meet them. It's something that takes a while to understand, but once you understand, it sits with you, and like you can't ignore it. Like I've met people with handicaps. It's very easy to overcome once you realize, hey, they're a fucking person. Get over it. It's you who's the problem, not them. So, anyway. Maybe I should look at Hanako the same way. Everyone has their own issues. This is hardly something unique to Yamaku. After all, it's only a high school, just like any other. But as we continue to talk, I find myself smiling. Miki and I are very different people in almost every way, but it feels good to have gotten to know another classmate a bit better. Can we see more of Miki? I like Miki. Miki's cool. I really genuinely wish that Miki had more of a role. Because she seems like a cool girl. But whatever, it's fine. Mochi! A light breeze blows the scent of early summer on my head while I wait for Lily. Small white clouds litter the sky, breaking up the monotony of the blue. Hisao, are you there? Lily's voice lilts on the breeze as if they were one and the same thing. I stop gazing into the sky to examine Lily. I highly doubt that there are many people in this world that could think on this level. Like, I don't think at this level. I think like very blunt and like rigid. But like this guy has like such flowery language for his inner thoughts. And I'm just like, I wish my inner monologue sounded like that. Sometimes it does, but only when I'm trying to make it sound like that. I love Lily's casual clothes. They're so cute. With a peach off-the-shoulder sweater and tan ankle-length skirt, in addition to tan sandals, she's quite a nice sight. Yeah, I'm over here, Lily, near the gate. Were you able to sneak away from Hanako? Yes, it's not uncommon for me to go out during weekends, so I don't think she noticed anything suspicious. That and she has someone she sees. Lily purses her lips as if she maybe shouldn't have continued. I find it a little hard to believe. Hanako's seeing someone? Really? No, it's just she sees a therapist every so often on weekends. Oh, well, that does make a lot of sense. She rubs her arm uncomfortably, and after one look at her troubled expression, I quickly move to change this topic away from Hanako. I guess she's just concerned. Because, like, Hanako is a person that it doesn't shock me that she needs a therapist. Like, she was in a fire. She was physically scarred, which caused mental scarring. There is a lot of baggage on her. And, like, having to unpack it is a good thing. So, her having a therapist, not shocking. Everyone else, though, I would find a bit shocking. Because, like, while, yeah, they have their physical handicaps to overcome and get used to, I don't see them all as having, like, the need to unpack a crap ton of baggage. Like, Emmy, maybe, because, yeah, she lost her father. Lily, not so much. It's more like she has a lot of distance between her and her family, which she wished wasn't there. Shizune seems strong enough to handle whatever she has to deal with on her own. Misha, I'm not entirely sure, because, like, again, we don't know a lot about her problems. I know she has, like, a sexuality thing where it's, like, she's into Shizune, but Shizune's not into girls, and she has to get over that, but I think she's strong enough to handle it. Rin, maybe. Definitely Rin has a lot to unpack, but it's not, like, issues. It's more like she needs to, like, process her thoughts in a way that she has to, like, and so that she can express them. But, like, I don't think anyone in the game needs a therapist as much as Hanako probably needs one. I mean, a therapy is good for anyone, really. Huh. Yes. I was just wondering, you can get around the city on your own? Lee sighs at my consternation surrounding the topic of her blindness. I'm my own enemy sometimes. I can, yes. It's easier when I'm out with a friend or my sister, though. I wonder how Lily gets along with her sister. Being an only child, it's hard to imagine what having a sibling would be like, so it makes me a little envious of her. Right, well then, the bus arrives in a few minutes, so we should probably get a move on. Indeed, it's a long wait if we miss this one. With that, we set off for the bus stop on the hill. It's only a small distance from the school gate, so it's very convenient. It's a nice view from here, coming from the city. I never really got to see the scenery like this, let alone on a daily basis. The area is nice for me as well. It's tranquil and away from the noises and smells of the city. Lily's head perks up in a trademark gesture of hers, signifying that she's caught a sound. Oh, here comes the bus. I look down the road to see the bus trundling up the hill. Her hearing's quite a useful tool. The bus only takes a short while to reach the bus stop, forcing its way up the road, and within a minute we are on our way to the city. I mean, yeah, the brain is a very interesting object in that, like, if one sense is gone, it strengthens the other ones to compensate for its lack of sight or hearing. So, like, it's really interesting, like, that the brain will be like, okay, I don't have to spend power on this one, so let's put to the rest of them. But I wonder, like, is touch heightened? Is taste heightened? Is, like... And I get hearing. Hearing is the easy one to heighten, because just close your eyes and, like, you can tend to focus more, because your brain's not processing sight anymore. But, like, I wonder, like, how it feels to have other senses heightened besides, like, hearing or smell. Anyway, I think that now's a good time to ask you guys, hey, it's the middle of the video, so would you guys mind remembering to hit that subscribe and notification bell? Because YouTube's of course changed its algorithms around, and of course with the recent announcement that, hey, YouTube doesn't push videos as hard as they should unless you hit the notification bell. So if you really want to see all my uploads every single day, please hit that notification bell. I said every single day, but I don't post on weekends. But anyway, let's continue the game, shall we? Walking around the city, I feel a distinct nostalgia. The smells, the traffic, the tall buildings everywhere. It's not like my native city, save for the raised walkways. It feels a little weird walking around a city as casually as I would in a park, but with cars rushing around underneath me. As I'm busily pondering the engineering marvel that is the raised walkway, I get a surprise. It takes a moment for me to realize that Lily has wrapped her arm around mine, extending her cane in front of her with her other hand. For a moment I'm startled, but I manage to keep enough of a lid on it for Lily not to notice. Well, it's not the first time that Lily's relied on me for guidance. She'd only hold onto my sleeve cup before. It's logical that it would be easier for her to navigate a crowded and complex area such as the city while securely linked, but I'm far from being used to this kind of contact as Lily is. Finally growing the sense on... Finally realizing the growing silence between us as Lily waits for me to get moving, I quickly kicked my brain into gear. You know, it was quite a surprise that Hanako likes to sing. Have you ever heard us do that before? I have indeed. We've been to karaoke sessions several times, along with my sister. I can't say I take to the activity much, but the other two like it. Maybe Hanako doing karaoke is more fitting than I initially thought. Just her and those she knows, all alone in a little room. It would give her a rare chance to let her guard down with nobody else there to judge her. Maybe it would be nice to bring her into town for a karaoke birthday party if she likes doing it. I'm not so sure she would deal very well with the excitement. I move to protest, but her face shows that she's mulling the proposal over some more. It takes quite some time for her to come to a conclusion. Then again, the best thing we can do for Hanako at this point is try to create some pleasant birthday memories. Continually treating her as if she's abnormal won't help. I think you're right. If she has something to remember apart from loss, then maybe she'll come around. If we brought her something nice that she could see every day, then maybe she'd be able to take her mind off her past and remember that she has friends. And in any case, I think Hanako can handle something like this. In the time I've spent beside her, I've learned that she isn't quite as frightfully fragile as I first thought she was. So, shall we be off? I'm not really sure about the layout of this area. Very well, I might like to suggest having something to eat then. Having something to eat first. I haven't either, so that sounds like a good plan. Make sure you choose a nice place, Hisao. She gives a teasing smile, one that makes me smile reflexively in response, even if she can't see that. I'll make sure that I do. Don't worry about that. Five Guys burger place. I actually went to a nice burger place with a bunch of friends the other day. I meant to vlog it, like, initially, but, like, I haven't seen them in a while, and, like, it doesn't feel right to pull the camera out. Also, I don't like publicly vlogging. It's kind of gross, in my opinion. Once inside, I order 2 slices of pie and accompanying cups of tea and take them back to our table. I pegged this cafe as a type to appeal to Lily. Small and quiet, but well-kept and somewhat upscale. Going by the dainty smile she wears, I don't really know if I chose right. It's very, very rare to see her not smiling, after all. Nevertheless, I take a seat near her at one of the quarter tables and lay down our small meals. Excuse me. Lily gingerly brings her head over to the slice of pie placed in front of her, delicately taking in the aroma. Lemon pie, is it? Thank you, Hisao. Lemons. For those of you that know this game very well and watch me play different routes, you know lemons are a little bit of a weird subject in this game. Ugh. I swear if Smog watches this and he brings something up, I'm gonna kill him. No problem, the tea's just next to it, so be careful, let's knock it over. She nods appreciatively, but judging by the slightly weak smile she has, the warning wasn't really necessary. I suppose the sound must have tipped her up to its position. You will get used to it, Yisao, it's fine. Just don't do it again. It's pissing me off. You did it 3 times already. We both tuck into our food without further ado, both of us remaining largely silent as we do so. Lily isn't the type to appreciate discussion while eating, and I can't say I like it either. Eventually, we both finish our meals, and the last of our teacups falls in short order. Lily's the first to break the silence. That was very nice. I must say you've chosen quite well, Hisao. This is the first time I've really had much of a look around the city, so all I could do is choose somewhere that looked nice. Damn, sorry. I feel bad for inadvertently bringing up the subject of sight around Lily, but she doesn't appear to mind much. Quite the opposite. She almost looks amused by my awkward attempt at an apology. You are thoughtful, Hisao, but I sometimes fear that it gets the better of you. There's no need to change your speech on my account. Lily is truly pretty comfortable in dealing with her condition. I still hasten to change the subject, as I still can't really as I really can't say that I share confidence in the matter. Have you lived here for very long? It seems like you have this place pretty much sorted out. She quickly waves her hand in front of her face to dismiss the notion. It's nothing like that. I've attended the Yamaku since the start of high school, but I didn't walk around the city very much because Akira, my sister, picked me up and dropped me off. Alright, you've mentioned not living in the dormitories until recently. It's quite a surprise. I just assumed that she'd been living here since entering Yamaku at least, which would give her a few years here. I have lived with my family for most of my life. Then I was just getting together with my sister. With my family having moved to Iverness long before and Akira working long hours, I ended up having to move. Iverness? Isn't that somewhere in Scotland? Oh, did I not tell you? My family currently lives in Scotland, the birthplace of my mother. My father's side is mainly Japanese, though. The question of what gave Lily her looks did cross my mind every now and again, but I never thought to ask. That answers that, then. To be honest, I never have guessed, considering you have no accent. I'm guessing you were born here. Full marks. I'm thankful for my heritage, though, as without it, I'd likely have not been taught English so early in my life. And what of you, Hisao? I forget they're speaking Japanese! What about me? She gives a moment's thought. She probably should have thought about what to ask me before switching the topic. I'll go with, what are your plans for the future? To be honest, I haven't thought about it much recently. After my accident and subsequent months in the hospital, enjoying my life here with you and Hanako has been enough for me. In fact, I don't think I've thought about all about a future for some time now. It seems almost futile. This is your last year of school. After this, you'll have to fend for yourself one way or the other. It's not like I don't know that. I just haven't put much thought into it since then. She opens her mouth to continue, but gives a small sigh instead. She seems to have realized that she really doesn't know enough about my situation to go too deeply into this. Well, we all have our own pace. I just hope you'll take any chance you see. I understand. I'll think about it. As we walk back into the city, Lily takes hold of my arm once again. So, did you get any good ideas for a present? To be honest, no. I've never been very good at picking them. As absurd as it sounds, perhaps we should just look around. Hearing Lily utter those words throws me for a moment. Right. How do we do that? That's just the reaction I was expecting. It's simple. You can go window shopping and just tell me what's around. If something interesting comes up, then we might get an idea. Right. I'm still not so sure about this, but I'll take your word for it. I think we'll manage. Hanako, my sister, and I managed to do it well enough. With Lily's simplistic and rather optimistic statement, we set off into the shopping district of the city, and I start describing everything I see to Lily. It's hard to think of Hanako going window shopping. She doesn't seem like the type to place much stock into fashion, nor have I noticed her reading magazines or the like. In fact, all I think I've really seen her do as a hobby is read books. There's a houseware shop just ahead. Looks like it's mostly crockery, though. I can't think that she'd have much of a need for that. And what type of message would that send to her? Cook more food? That's not such a bad idea, maybe. Sometimes it's best to leave things alone, Hisao. Once again, I get the feeling that Hanako's exploits in the kitchen aren't always successful. Lily might have had to help her with that sometimes. Hey, let her do what she wants. She's a good girl. Let her do what she wants. Let's see, next along is a bookshop. That seems like a good one. She's always liked reading. Yes, but there are a few problems with books. I'm not quite sure what she has and she hasn't read. What about a gift card, then? There's nothing as impersonal as giving someone a gift card. It's like saying, I don't know enough about you to work out what you would like. I've always thought of it as making sure they got what they wanted. Giving people gifts is supposed to show them the level of affection you have for them. If you can't decide on a simple gift for them, then how much could you think of them? Right, no gift cards. Lily seems overly passionate about this, but I can see her point. If you're going to get something for someone, then you should put at least some thought into it. So true, I suck at presents. If I want to get something for Hanako that reminds her of us every day, then what good is a gift card? In that case, what did you get Hanako last year? A porcelain doll. I thought if she had someone to talk to, it might help ease her pain. A doll is never going to criticize her, after all. So should I be looking for a doll shop? If you'd be so kind to keep a lookout for one, I would be grateful. Sounds good to me, though I wish you'd mentioned it earlier. But if I did that, then you wouldn't have started thinking for yourself, would you? Once again, Lily has a point. My brain is currently analyzing every store we pass for gift options. If Lily had mentioned a doll shop to begin with, I wouldn't have thought of anything else. We wandered through the city streets, but seemed unable to find anything that resembles a doll shop or anything that I could consider a fitting present. The simple act of searching is starting to clear my head. The events of last week are starting to fade away, and I'm looking forward to giving Hanako her gift. If I can find one, that is. This is hopeless. I thought we'd be able to find something in the city for sure, and I'm sure we've walked down the street at least once before. That almost sounds like you're giving up, Hisao. I'm not, but it's all harder than I thought. Try not to be so restricted in your thinking. Maybe we should actually go into some shops and have a look around. That might work. I've never actually been any good at window shopping. Lily and I circle around the city streets once more, and this time popping into stores that catch our attention. In the end, though, nothing comes up as especially appropriate. Hanako's tastes are often quite hard to pin down at times, thanks to her intensely private nature, and those tastes we do know are hard to accommodate. May we take a break for a minute? I'm a bit exhausted. I agree and leave Lily to rest against a railing while I go get a couple of drinks from a nearby vending machine. After walking up to the vending machine and grabbing myself a lemonade, I find myself at a bit of a loss. Not really knowing Lily's taste, I decide to guess and grab something that seems a little girly, but not too weird. Strawberry-flavored milk. Back. I walk up to her and place the carton on her outstretched hands to make sure she has a grip on it before letting go. She feels out its contrast before opening it and taking a very tentative sip. Her approving smile afterwards telling me that I made the right choice. We both rest and have a quiet drink for a few minutes. A familiar soft ringing begins to sound from Lily's side. She quickly apologizes as her hand goes into her pocket, pulling out her mobile phone. Do you mind if I take this? It's fine, don't worry. She nods to me in thanks before turning her away and flipping her phone open, bringing it to the side of her face as she picks up the call. Going by the tone of her voice, the person on the other hand is no doubt some friend or another. I tune out their conversation pretty quickly as a snippet that at least says make it sound like it's a little more than gossip. Without much else to do, I found myself watching Lily. She really is a pretty girl, which would hardly hurt her popularity in school. It's interesting just how much Hanako and Lily contrast with each other in both personality and appearance. Are you saying that Hanako isn't a pretty young lady? Are you saying she's ugly? Hisao, what's wrong with you? She's a beautiful little girl. I love her. Anyway, I think right now is a good time to stop for now. It's a little awkward with the cliffhanger I'm giving you. I really should be giving it, but I'm literally almost out of time. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me or from the series, hit the subscribe button. And of course, if you want to see my videos, if you want to get notified for my videos every single weekday, then hit that notification bell. And as always, you're not exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shades, and I hope you've enjoyed your day in the Shades. See you guys next time. Bye.